Hello guys, welcome to part 5 of the 2019 Rome analysis. This is part of the video series I'm making where we will discuss the tactics that both Nadal and Djokovic used during this match. If you haven't watched the previous videos, I'll leave you links of those in the video description below. As for this video, we will start talking about the tactics of the third set. Hopefully by now you are familiar with the start of this type of videos and the use of this short. But in case this is your first time watching this series, let me tell you that I'll use this chart to separate the points by ending. We have points won thanks to the influence of the serve. We have serve and volley. We have unforced errors. We have forced errors and winners, and a couple of other categories. During the last couple of videos, we have been able to get very useful information when we take this first category and compare it with their first serve percentage. Basically, we count the amount of first serve they hit and compare it with the amount of points they won because of the influence of that serve. This allows us to see how effective their first serve was throughout the set. Let's start by doing this analysis with Novak's serve and compare it with his results of the first and second set. As we already saw in previous videos, during the first set, Nadal's return played a major role and it allowed him to neutralize most of Novak's serve. However, during the second set, Novak made some adjustments. Being more specific, he changed his first serve distribution. During the second set, he started aiming Nadal's forehand with his serve, and that allowed him to increase the effectiveness of his first serve to good results ratio. However, when we take a look at Novak's ratio for the third set, we see an important drop in performance. As we did in previous videos, we will try to understand this drop by first taking a look at Novak's first serve distribution. As we can see, Novak shows an even distribution between the wide serve and the T serve on the ad side, while he leaned towards the wide serve on the deuce side. This is a very important aspect where I think Novak took the wrong decision. When we evaluated Nadal's return between the first and second set, we arrived at the conclusion that when Nadal returned the serve with his backhand, he did a lot of damage by hitting high balls targeting Novak's backhand. During the second set, Novak made some big changes on his first serve distribution. He avoided Nadal's backhand, and as a consequence, his ratio increased. However, when we compare the first serve distribution between the second and third set, we see how once again he targeted Nadal's backhand on many of his serves. For the wide serve on the deuce side, Novak hit this serve 8 times. Nadal missed the return only once. 4 of his returns aimed Novak's backhand, and a couple landed on Novak's forehand side. As a result, from the 7 returns Nadal made, only once Novak was able to take advantage of the point. On the ad side, we will only take a look at the T serve. This is the one that represents the change between the second and third set. In total, Novak used this serve 6 times. Once again, Nadal only missed the return once. The other 5 returns landed here, and Novak could only take advantage of 3 of them. Unfortunately, it's impossible to know why Novak decided to once again change his distribution when he was having great results during the second set. But what we can do is assure that this wasn't the best idea. By just doing a simple separation of each type of serve by results, we can draw the following table. This table separates the results of a serve in 3 options: good results, neutral results, and bad results. In quick terms, good results are points that start with the server having the upper hand. Bad results are points that start with the returner having the upper hand. And neutral results are points that start with neither the server nor the returner having the upper hand. As we can see, during the third set, Novak's best results on serve came when he used the T serve on both sides. This meant that doing that change on the ad side was the right move, but in contrast, using the wide serve on the deuce side brought him worse results. That's enough talking about Novak's serve. Now let's take a look at Rafa's serve and his ratio. During the first and second set, this was Nadal's first serve effectiveness. Great numbers during the first set, with a decrease in performance during the second set. Now, let's see his performance for the third set. This number is very interesting. Nadal also had an important decrease in performance during the last set. In total, he hit 13 first serves, but only 5 times that serve allowed him to get the upper hand on the point. As for Nadal's distribution, he kept using similar patterns to the ones he used throughout the match: the T serve on the due side and the Y serve on the ad side. And here you can see the table with his results. At this moment, you might have a very important question. Novak's first serve performance decreased, but so did Rafa's performance. In fact, between both of them, Novak was the player with better first serve performance during the third set. So, how is it that Nadal won this set with a score of 6-1? The answer to this question lies on the first shot. It lies on the numbers of the unforced errors, forced errors, and winners. These were two categories that represent a huge percentage of the points played, and as we can see, these were two categories that Nadal dominated during the third set. In other words, once the serve stopped having an influence on the point, Nadal became the player with better chances of winning that point. Nadal's serve numbers didn't matter that much because he was the player that dominated rallies. In contrast, Novak was the player that needed as much help as he could from his serve, and once his serve stopped helping him, he started struggling. This means that the last aspect we need to evaluate to finish this analysis are the tactics Nadal used during rallies. However, I'll leave those strategies for the next and final video. As for now, I would like to ask your opinion about this analysis. Do you agree with this video or do you have a different opinion? Please let me know in the comment section. I also wanted to let you know that I created a Facebook group for those of you that want to talk about strategies or share your experiences during your matches. If you want to join the group, I'll leave you a link on the video description below. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon. My name is Jorge, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.